My dream has been to be able to get steady walking footage so I could do those cool POV walking tours in the city of Detroit. But trying to do this handheld has been a complete disaster. I've avoided gimbals due to their added weight and complexity, but when Zhiyun asked me to try out the Weebill 3E, I have to admit, I was intrigued by its compact size and light weight. This thing only weighs 990 grams. As someone who's not mechanically inclined and has low vision, I wasn't so sure if I'd be able to balance it. But thankfully, the instruction manual came with clear pictures, and I also watched a video by Jason Herman where he goes step by step showing you how to balance it. The first thing I did was make sure to charge it up with the included USB-C cord. All you have to do is go through and balance each axis. And as you can see, the locking switches are easy to find. It was really just a matter of going through each axis and sliding the camera back and forth until you find the perfect center of gravity. And after I had everything balanced, all I had to do was make sure I unlocked all of the switches, and then to power it on, you just press and hold this power button. And I selected English as my language by pressing in this dial. Before I was actually able to use the gimbal, I made sure to auto-tune the motors. All you have to do is go into Motor and Auto, and then you'll notice the gimbal will start to shake. It made my nosy cat a little bit nervous when it started to move on its own. I decided to test this out in pan-follow mode using my Sony ZV-E10 with the Sigma 16mm lens. I was happy to find out that the Weebill 3E can actually hold up to 3,000 grams, so I could use some of my heavier Sony cameras like the Sony a7 IV. With the Sony ZV-E10, I haven't really been able to get very steady handheld footage, even an active steady shot. You can use some software called Catalyst Browse, but that adds quite a lot of extra processing time to my editing, and I'd rather get smooth footage right out of the camera. I decided to practice my walking footage out in the backyard, so whenever I do get to an epic location, I'll be all set. On the camera, I turned the steady shot completely off, so all of the stabilization is being done by the gimbal. I didn't do a ninja walk of any kind. In fact, I trudged through some really thick snow. So this is a really good test to see what this gimbal can do. What I really like about this is if you press this button back here 3 times, it spins the camera around into selfie mode. I found that really handy. It has several other modes such as follow and lock, and some advanced modes like Vortex, but I don't use that too often. Since this is only 990 grams, I was able to use it for about an hour without feeling too much fatigue in my shoulder. I was able to use a gimbal to start and stop the recordings on the camera via Bluetooth. I think that's a great feature because then you don't have to use a cable. I really do appreciate how discreet this is. I've seen some of the gigantic gimbals that filmmakers use, and this one is really low profile. If you're like me and have been intimidated by gimbals, I would definitely give the Weebill 3E a try. If you're interested in picking up a Weebill 3E, I did put a link in the description below. I also wanted to let you know that Zhiyun is having a Christmas giveaway where you could win up to $500 or some Zhiyun products. I put that link in the description also. If you like this video, give it a like, consider subscribing for more camera-related content from a newbie like me. God bless.